Something scary is coming to Canada's Wonderland, and I can only talk about it under the cover of daylight. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Joe Finley, and starting September 27th, running through November 2nd, Canada's Wonderland is unleashing Halloween Haunt. This is the 19th season of Halloween Haunt, and we're going to talk about everything new and everything spooky, but first we're going to talk about some things that are not so spooky. And for that, we needn't go any further than Planet Snoopy and Kidsville for Camp Spooky. Camp Spooky takes place during the daytime, starting September 28th, running through the entire run of Halloween Haunt, and it's going to feature all kinds of great stuff for the kids, including some character greetings. You can meet vampires, witches, and things of the sort in a much more kid-friendly environment. There's going to be pumpkin decorating, trick-or-treating, special mazes, and all kinds of peanut-related entertainment. Don't worry, it's not going to be the kind of peanuts you're allergic to.
Get him out of here.
Included among those are going to be some special peanut character meet and greets, including a lot of the Charlie Brown characters done up in Halloween costumes. You'll also have Sally's Disco, a little dance party for the kids. There'll be a special costume party. Kids are allowed to get dressed up for this event, and they'll be joining in on a parade with the Peanuts. And you'll have two special shows. You'll have Charlie Brown's Trick or Treat Tales and Spooky Tales with Snoopy, plus all sorts of other entertainment, clowns, magicians, music, you name it. But now it's time to get to the scarier side of Halloween Haunt, and this is what makes me love Halloween so much. Halloween! And this year you're going to have some new houses, starting with Demons of the Deep. In Demons of the Deep, you're going to find yourself in a deserted marine lab where you're going to come across all kinds of twisted experiments from the scientists who work there. And you're going to see Dark Ride the Maze. Picture yourself going through an abandoned amusement park ride that's been taken over by outcast carnival workers, and you've got some sense of what you're going to see in there. You're also going to see a bunch of returning mazes to Canada's Wonderland, including Cornstalkers. Picture a farm that's been shut down because their corn maze had a lot of kids disappear over the years, and now you find yourself in that very same maze. Spirit Manor's a haunted mansion. It's really good theming in there. I really enjoy that one. Then you've got the Crypt, which is supposed to be this underground catacomb with the remains of 6 million people. And you've got an archaeology expedition gone very wrong in the ruins. Canada's Wonderland is going to have 7 different scare zones throughout the park. First, you have the underworld known as Necropolis, and then you have Wicked Hollow. Picture an enchanted forest that was once inhabited by magical fairies, but those fairies have turned to evil and they're looking to torture anybody who comes into their forest. Next, you have Carnival. The carnivals come to town and the performers are not exactly what you'd expect, or honestly, maybe they are. And then you've got Kingdom of Carnage, and I really like the story behind this one. The peasants have all joined up to revolt against the king, but the king has unleashed his own forces using dark magic. Streets of the Undead, where you're going to find yourself on a city street during a zombie apocalypse. Gates of Terror, this is at the physical entrance of the park right when you come through the gates, and there's going to be characters all over the place. And Trick or Treat Street, which they promise to be the most twisted Halloween street party you've ever seen. There's also going to be a ton of entertainment during the Halloween Haunt, including the deathly LED drumline. They'll be marching around the park providing music. You've got a freak show that I saw last year and it was really good. There'll be other live music performance around where Riptide is. And you've got Inferno, that's going to be on Arthur's Bay. That's where all the dive show stuff happens. And that's going to be an acrobatic fire show. And then you have the Vampire Disco. You've got DJs, you've got vampires. It's going to be like that first scene in Blade, except Blade's not there, so the vampires are going to make it through the night.
Is that so?
And food is always a big thing with these events, and Canada's Wonderland's announced a few pretty cool things. Among those is the Witch's Poutine with crispy fries, nacho cheese, sour cream, and tender jerk chicken. You'll be able to find that at Mess Hall and at Prairie Poutineery. Then you've got the Medieval Dungeon Dog. It's a foot-long hot dog with spicy chili, cheese, and crispy onion tanglers. You'll be able to find that over at King's Feast. You'll also have the Junkyard Chicken Sausage, and that's topped with spicy sriracha aioli and pickled veggies. You'll be able to find that at International Hot Dogs and Timbers Grill. And over at Lazy Bear Lodge, you're going to be able to find the Bear Bites. It's a smoked chicken sandwich topped with a fried egg, creamy avocado, and aioli. And you've got the dark grilled tandoori terror chicken. And for dessert, you have the delicious-looking Dirt and Worms funnel cake. And you'll have a simple sweetness with the Graveyard Parfait. That's a layered dessert with chocolate pudding topped with worms, gummy or otherwise. Then you got the dessert I'm most excited to try, the Zombie Apple Fritters, which is going to come with a side of soft serve ice cream. And you'll have an assortment of all kinds of other treats, including the 2 Diner for pies and cake pops. There's also going to be some new blood bag beverages for you to check out, including the Witch's Brew, which is made of blood orange syrup, sweet and sour mix, tequila, and shimmering edible glitter. You'll also have some returning favorites with Toxic Waste, Fire Starter, and Red Rum Runner. If you're not a drinker but you want to get into the whole spirit, they've got a mocktail for you. The Vampire's Kiss has lemonade, cherry syrup, vanilla, and edible glitter. So there's going to be a lot of options for you this year at Halloween Haunt, whether it's scares, food, drink, whatever you want, they're going to have it. Halloween Haunt is a separate ticketed event. It'll cost from $44.99 per person. And that doesn't include things like Fast Pass, which you can also get for this. But if you're a Gold Season Pass holder for this year, or you purchase one for next year, you are able to get in for free. And this is why I always recommend the Gold Seasons Pass for Canada's Wonderland to people, because it's 2 visits and it's already paid for. Then when you add on things like Halloween Haunt and then later on Winterfest, that's all gravy for you.
Warning, park visits may not contain actual gravy. Don't disappoint yourself like this guy did.
But let me know what you think about Halloween Haunt, what it looks like if you're going to be going this year. You can do all that down in the comments. While you're down there, make sure to hit the like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I have new videos coming out for Canada's Wonderland, Disney, or anything else, theme parks and attractions. I will be going to Halloween Haunt on its first weekend, so you can expect some video from that. YouTube thinks you'll like one of these 2 videos, so why don't you go and check those out? And until next time, if you're going to do something, make it spooky. See what I did there?